some that you may have attended. Some candidate forums are actually debates set up between two candidates. I know that our presidents and presidential candidates and vice presidential candidates are going to be set up in that forum. Some have questions that come from the audience spontaneously. What we wanted to do was to try to give our candidates an opportunity to look at thoughtful issues, do some research if necessary, and respond in a very thoughtful way. So they were given the questions 2 weeks in advance. The newspapers in all of the county, throughout the counties, Smithville, Elgin, and Bastrop, as well as some of the electronic media, were given the questions in advance. And citizens were encouraged to participate by submitting questions of their own. And so the questions that are being asked today are questions that came directly from you, the voters, the citizens of Bastrop County. We want to express our special thanks to the First National Bank for sending thousands of letters out with their monthly bills and their statements. That was very much appreciated. I understand that Aqua Water did the same. Questions will be projected on the screen so that you can follow the question as the candidates are responding to those questions. We're going to do a brief self-introduction by each candidate at the beginning. And the order of candidates presenting has been picked at random by the planning committee that worked on this. The same is true with all of the questions. They'll address 2 questions before the break, a maximum of 2 minutes per question. The 2 people working here on the PowerPoint presentation will have a watch, a clock, and they'll be letting folks know exactly how much time they have left. They've got a 30-second note there that will be held. If the candidates go over, those 2 people will stand up and scream and holler, and actually go home. But they will let the candidate know that they've gone over time. Hopefully, at the end of the first 2 questions, we'll have time. We'll have a 10-minute break for everyone. And then we'll have the second 2 questions, which will come in the second half of the presentations. If there is sufficient time, we will allow the folks from the audience to ask questions at the end of the forum. We're hoping, despite our late start, we'll end at 5 o'clock. In the event that we don't have time, we still ask the candidates to hang around and talk to people individually and respond to any questions you may have. So, with no further ado, what we'd like to do is begin with the candidate self-introductions. And again, as we said, there's some issues that are being dealt with as far as the state representative position. So what I'd like to do is to have the judge for District 423, starting with Bastrop, do a self-introduction. We're asking him for more than a minute. And Chris Dugan also at the end of all of the questions, they will have an opportunity to do closing statements.
As an introduction, I don't want to get into legal stuff, but I'm number 5 out of 6 kids. I'm in Iraq. My father was in the Army. He went, I don't know how many places. I think when I was listing on my application for my bar exam, I had 22 different residences. But we're a very close family. My father passed away about 8 years ago. My mother's still up in Dallas. I have 2 brothers in their families in Houston. We got a chance to see them last weekend with the evacuation. But they got their electricity on. But just very briefly about myself, I went to the University of Texas and got my bachelor's degree in civil engineering. I practiced engineering for about 6 years and licensed as a registered professional engineer not only in Texas but 3 other states. I also went to the University of Houston at night and got my master's in business administration while I was working as an engineer. Then I went to the University of Texas and graduated from the University of Texas School of Law in 1981. I've been very involved in the community since I've been here, and even when I was in Houston. I've been a volunteer for the Children's Advocacy Center for the local board. I was also just recently served my second term for the state board for the Children's Advocacy Center. I'm past chair of the Friends of the Science Park. I've been past president of the Rotary Club of Bastrop County, as well as several district positions for the Rotary Club. I just want to say I want to appreciate all your time here. I know it's a very short time to introduce myself to the audience. I just want to ask you for your vote on November 4th. Thank you.
Thank you. My name is Chris Dugan. I'm the Democratic candidate for the 423rd District Court. I too want to thank all the organizers. I want to thank all the supporters for all the camps. I want to also thank the concerned public that showed up. We were kind of concerned that it would be just us candidates and our supporters, so I'm very happy to see the public out here. A little bit about myself. I grew up here in the Central Texas area. I went to the University of Texas also, like Derek. Graduated from Texas Tech Law School, so I probably offended both UT and A&M fans out in the audience by graduating from there. I apologize. I began my legal career clerking for a judge at the Eastland Court of Appeals. I got to see how district judges make mistakes. I went from there and I became a prosecutor. I've been a prosecutor the last 18 years. I'm also very involved in the community. I was proud to see a few friends in the Bastrop Public Library, board members here, PTA. I'm very active in the church, Ascension. I'm running for district judge because I believe I have the experience that counts. I have tried child abuse cases. I've tried murder cases. Those are the most important cases that a district judge handles. Thank you.
Now have the candidates for Bastrop County Sheriff introduce themselves, starting with Wayne Smith, followed by Terry Pickering.
Good afternoon, folks. It's a pleasure to be here, and I appreciate your presence this afternoon and your interest in your local officials. I'm Wayne Smith. I'm the Democratic candidate for Sheriff of Bastrop County. I'm a native of Bastrop County and was educated here at Bastrop High School and received a bachelor's degree at Southwest Texas State University in San Marcos, now Texas State University. I was commissioned as an Army infantry officer and served as a rifle infantry company commander in Vietnam. I was employed by the Federal Bureau of Investigation as a special agent